Hi, Senior 3 students, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, we welcome you on this platform, Back Science Education Consultants, where we do activities like online coaching, career guidance, and then guidance and counseling. We concentrate on subjects like mathematics, physics, biology, and chemistry. That is science. Science is life, and so we want to keep alive by doing sciences. Last time, you with teacher Cosma, we talked about matrices. Oh well, I'm called Naija Pison, a teacher of physics and math. But today, I'm in specifically for mathematics. You talked about matrices, and you find it as a rectangular array of numbers and figures. Then, you also went ahead and talked about that each entry in a matrix is called an element. You went ahead and talked about the order of the matrix as being determined by the number of rows and columns. You said that, for example, if a matrix has 2 rows and 4 columns, then its order is, it is of order 2 by 4, or it can be written as 2 by 4 matrix. Now, the order of the matrix specifically talks about the number of rows and columns in that very matrix. Today we shall switch on to another aspect under matrices, and that is operation of matrices. Operation of matrices mainly involves addition, subtraction, multiplication of matrices. The part we don't talk about is division. We don't divide 2 matrices together. It isn't possible. We can only divide a scalar, a matrix by a scalar, and that is also under multiplication. But 2 matrices cannot be divided together. So let's start with addition . Under addition and subtraction of matrices, we have 2 conditions we follow. Point number 1 is, for you to add 2 matrices, then they must be of the same order. If it is a 2 by 2 matrix, it should be added to a 2 by 2. But you cannot get a 2 by 2 and add it on a 2 by 4 matrix. That is impossible. Then, you do that for addition and subtraction. Another condition is, while you're adding or subtracting the matrices, we add or subtract the corresponding components. And then, we shall bring in another concept of multiplying a scalar in a matrix. And that one also say that if you are multiplying a scalar in a matrix, then that scalar is multiplied on every element in a matrix. And they are these ones. Those are the only 3 conditions we shall follow in matrix addition and subtraction. You add 2 matrices if and only if they are of the same order, if this one means if and only if I double F, you said. And then in matrix addition and subtraction, we do add or subtract the corresponding elements. I can illustrate this by saying maybe if, for example, e.g., if I have matrix A with elements A, B, C, D, and then I'm adding there matrix B maybe, and it is given by E, F, G, H. They are saying I must add the corresponding elements. Now, this matrix, the first element in the first matrix is added to the first element in the second matrix. And then the second element in the first row of the first matrix is added to the second element in the first row of the second matrix. And therefore, A corresponds to E, B corresponds to F. Then C corresponds to G, and D corresponds to H. So in addition, we shall be having A plus E, and then B plus F. Then we have C plus G, and then D plus H. That is it. So this matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is a 2 by 2 matrix, and this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, another condition that was talking about two matrices being of the same order, it isn't possible. It isn't possible to add a matrix like this. This is a 2 by 2, and if someone wants to add a 2 by 1, it has 2 rows, maybe that one. It has 2 rows, it has 1 column, but 2 rows. Now, if you are looking for the corresponding elements, 2 corresponds to 2. What does 1 correspond to? Nothing. And therefore, those two matrices cannot be added. So we only add or subtract the corresponding elements. I will give you an activity here. Activity. Activity. Evaluate. Roman 1. A plus B. Roman 1. You are given a matrix A, order 2 by 2, it has 2 rows and it has 2 columns. And given a matrix B, it has 2 rows and 2 columns, and they want you to add it. A plus B, they also want you to subtract A minus B. You'll do that in your own time. Please comment with your answer and ask where necessary. Like if at all you come up with, you face some challenges, you can consult me from my email that I displayed before. You can also comment and we get to know your issue. Now, aspect number 2, we shall go to multiplication of matrices. Matrices can be only multiplied. Matrices can be multiplied if and only if they are compatible. And we shall say, or we shall talk about compatible matrices. The matrix is said to be compatible if the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. That is what we mean by compatibility. Then, while multiplying these matrices, we multiply rows by columns. For example, if we have a matrix A, B, C, D, and we are multiplying it by E, F, G, H, then we multiply this row by this column to get the element here we multiply this row by this column to get the element here, and then we multiply this row by this column to get this element. We multiply this row by this column to get this element. It implies that we shall actually be having A times E, which is AE, and then we add there C times G, which is CG. Then we have this row by this, that is AF plus CH. And then we have B, this row multiplied by this column, that is BE, multiply addition of DG. And then we have this row by this column, that is BF by DH. And that will be the answer. Now, about the compatibility of two matrices, we are going to talk about it. E.g., compatible matrices. What do we mean? Compatible matrices. If you are multiplying a 2 by 3 with a 3 by 4, then the number of columns in this first matrix, which is 3, is equal to the number of rows in this matrix, which is also 3. If this number is similar to this, then those two matrices are compatible. Otherwise, they are incompatible. And the answer or the result of this product should be a 2 by 4 matrix. The combination of rows and columns for the second matrix. So the answer will be a 2 by 4 matrix. Another example is, if we have a 1 by 10 and you are multiplying it with a 10 by 6 matrix, then the number of columns in this first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. And if they are the same, therefore these two matrices are compatible, and the answer must be having a 1 by 6 order. It should be a 1 by 6 matrix. Given, for example, given matrix P, which is equal to 2, negative 2, 0, 1, and 1, P2, Roman 2, 2. And that is the solution now. If we have matrix, we are looking for the product. P2 will be equal to negative 2 and then 0, 1. We are multiplying it with 4 by column. 2 times 3 is 6, and we are adding there negative 2 times 4, and that is negative 8. Then row by column. 2 times 2 is a 4, and we are adding there negative 2 times negative 1, which is a positive 2. Then rows by column. 0 times 3 is a 0, and we are adding there 1 times 4, which is a 4. Row by column. 0 times 2 is a 0, and we are adding there 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1. And the answer is negative 2, 6, 4, and then negative 1. And see the value of P2. Now, I will request you, as part of an activity, to go and compute CHUPI. After computing CHUPI, I want you to see whether P2 is equal to CHUPI. And if not, or if yes, comment accordingly. I want you to reach on a certain property of matrices, because we know when we are multiplying different numbers, maybe if we have 2 times 3, it is equal to 3 times 2, right? But it may not be the same case under matrices. So go on and do that. Tackle different questions. Look for the matrices of your choice which are compatible. That is, the first matrix should be having the same number of columns, which should be equal to the number of rows for the second matrix. Do that in your own time. Follow us on our YouTube channel, BAC Science Education Consultants. My email is naijapison@gmail.com. Send your comment, send your question, I tackle it and send it anytime. Thank you so much for your attention. May God bless you.